Hello, good and faithful people of the Church of the Mediator. It's Father Dale. I hope you're well whenever and wherever you hear this message this week. I am once again coming to you from my mobile office, which is our grand piano, where I've been working for the past hour or so. Today I've had other administrative tasks to take care of, but I've been spending quite a bit of time preparing for our concert tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Tickets are available through Vanco. You can go online and pay for them. You can get them at the door tomorrow night, or you can call Yuri and ask to buy tickets that way. Any of those three ways is fine. But it should be fun. It's going to be interactive, as I mentioned to you, some singing along, some of the choruses of these songs. There are some solo piano pieces that I've studied throughout, and then a number of readings about American history, but it will be me. The concert is me, and so I wanted to emphasize that I hope you'll come out and join me and bring some people along with you, because it's also a fundraiser for the parish. So I'm hoping that we'll have a good turnout so that we will be able to raise good money to keep on paying the bills, my friends, and to have a little fun and to celebrate the United States while we're at it. Why not? Where is home for you? What do you consider to be home in like the truest sense? Home, that place where when you return to it, it is the place that you always want to be. And I ask that because one of the songs that we will sing tomorrow night is Home Sweet Home. You don't oftentimes think of that as a patriotic song, but it is a quintessential American song, and it talks about mid pleasures and palaces though we may roam, be it ever so humble, there's no place like home. A charm from the sky seems to hallow us there, which seek through the world is ne'er met with elsewhere. This is from that period where particularly young, wealthy Americans wanted to go abroad to Europe, to tour Europe, grand tour as a symbol of being moneyed and cultured and learned. But this song is about coming back home to your place. And even if it's a humble place, many of them did not live in humble places. They lived in beautiful places. But even if it were a humble place, home sweet home is always home sweet home. I hope also that Mediator feels a little bit like home to each of you, as it does for me. As you know of my story, I've moved around quite a lot. I grew up, part of my childhood was in Florida, just south of Daytona Beach, because my dad, when he was young, and grandparents immigrated from England and settled in the Space Coast there in Cocoa, Florida. And then I had been born in Denver, Colorado. My parents had been in the Navy, in the U.S. Navy, and were stationed in Puerto Rico when they met, and then stationed in San Diego when they married. I was born in Denver. We had gone and moved to Florida, and then we moved north here to Pennsylvania between my freshman and sophomore years to be nearer my mom's family. My mom grew up down in Collegeville in Trapp, and so we wanted to be near my mom's sister, particularly my aunt and her kids. And so we ended up settling here in Pennsylvania, northeastern PA. And this is really the place that no matter where I've gone, when I come back, I feel at home. It's the place I've lived the most years of my life, and it's a place that there's something special, particularly about Pennsylvania. In the spring, the smell of the earth in Pennsylvania is unique, and also in the fall. Those are, of course, my two favorite seasons. The humidity in the summer sometimes can be a little brutal, but it is still beautiful here in PA, certainly here in the Lehigh Valley. So I wanted to just serenade you a moment. But before I do that, I want to remind you, of course, that 9 a.m. is in English, 1 p.m. is in Spanish on Sunday, 7 p.m. for the concert on Friday evening, and we are continuing it's our last Sunday for our toiletry drive for the Mission of the Month. We have a good turnout, a good showing, and I'm really proud and impressed, and there's still time for more if you want to bring toiletries in. We will switch over for July, as we always do, to Thanksgiving in July, which will be a drive for the food bank. worthy as well. And I want to mention to you, of course, that we're also collecting money for our military shares pallet through the food bank to benefit military families and veterans who are food insecure. So that's a little over $2,000 that we're raising together, and we need some more, friends. So please give generously to that. Give generously to these drives. All of this goes out, doesn't stay here, and it helps real people live their lives and feel cared for. And that is, of course, what we're called to do as Christian people. Also want to mention to you, we do have a number of folks who are Venezuelans. As you know, there has been a significant earthquake in Venezuela. We're getting steam up. We'll probably do a little fun drive that we can send some money to Venezuela to folks' families who have been affected, and some of whom who no longer have houses and are out on the street. And if they do have houses, they don't have access to them. So keep abreast of that, but that'll be coming probably next week. More to come on that. This is just the chorus of Home Sweet Home, which is so very sweet. I don't know if you've ever heard this before. You may not have heard a number of these patriotic songs that we'll sing tomorrow night, and that's part of the point, is to introduce you to a wider range than just the Star Spangled Banner and My Country 'Tis of Thee. There's quite an opus of these songs. So here we go. Home, sweet home, there's no place like home. Home, sweet home, there's no place like home. Join me one more time. Home, sweet home, there's no place like home. Home, sweet home, there's no place like home. Join me tomorrow night. Look forward to it. Until then, blessings.